Alright guys, in this video we're going to be going over the latest update for the PlayStation 5. This seems to be the first major update that Sony is bringing to their new console, one that many people have been patiently waiting for, and there's a lot of really good stuff in here that I think you guys are going to appreciate. Even if you don't own a PS5, this is stuff you can look forward to if you eventually do end up getting a PS5. So before we get into it, if you could do me a big favor and hit that like button to help the video out and show it your support, I'd really appreciate that. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. But this is reading from the PlayStation blog, and it's happening tomorrow on April 14th, the update that is. And it says PS5's April update brings new storage options and social features. And so this was written up by Hideki Nishino, the Senior Vice President of Platform Planning and Management over at Sony. So it says the first major system software update for the PS5 console is rolling out globally tomorrow, and it's packed with new features and improvements. Our team is passionate about enhancing your experience on PlayStation in every possible way, so here's a glimpse at what's coming for PS5, PS4, and PlayStation app. PS5 storage expansion and management. Store PS5 games on compatible external USB drives. With this feature, you can now transfer your PS5 games to USB extended storage from your console's internal storage. It's a great way to extend the storage capabilities of your PS5 console, and you can seamlessly copy your PS5 games back to the console's internal storage when you're ready to play. It is faster to reinstall PS5 games from USB extended storage than to re-download or copy them from a disc. It continues by saying because PS5 games are designed to take advantage of the console's ultra-high-speed SSD, PS5 titles can't be played from USB extended storage. PS5 titles also cannot be directly downloaded to USB extended storage. However, games that you transfer or copy back to internal storage will automatically update when applicable. In addition, you can select which game modes you want to install, such as campaign or multiplayer, for select titles that support the option. And it finishes off by saying, as previously announced, the PS5 console will support storage expansion via M.2 drives in the future. We are currently working on this feature and will keep you posted with any updates on the PlayStation blog. So I did notice that some were feeling a little bit disappointed that this is not the big M.2 drive update that we've been waiting for, but Sony does reassure us they are working on this, and honestly, I'd rather they take their time, make sure they get it nailed down correctly, and ensure that there's not going to be any issues. So we just have to remain a little more patient when it comes to that, but still, this is a welcome feature that for a lot of people feels long overdue, but it's nice to finally have it on PS5. But we're going to move right along here and talk about the new social features for both PS4 and PS5 consoles. So cross-generation share play. PS4 and PS5 players can now share play together while chatting in parties. This means PS5 console users can let their friends on PS4 consoles view their game screen or even try out the PS5 games through share play and vice versa. Options include the ability to share your screen with a friend, pass your controller virtually to a friend, or pass a second controller virtually to play co-op games together. Request to join a game session. A selection of your friends' joinable game sessions will now appear on both PS5 and PS4 consoles, allowing for more gameplay opportunities together. The request to join option also serves as a shortcut to sending a game invite, reducing the time it takes for you to get into games with your friends. Though through the privacy settings menu, you can modify who can interact with you through parties, games, and messages. So I do like what they're doing here, specifically with the cross-gen share play. This is something that I was wondering if Sony was going to add, because I think it's just a great way to help encourage PS4 owners to maybe consider trying to buy a PS5 in the future. I do currently know someone right now that I play games with sometimes where they're still playing on PS4, and there were multiple times where I wanted to share play with them and I realized I couldn't, or even share my screen with them, and it just wasn't possible because they were on PS4. So I think that this is actually a really good idea and something that I think more people will probably end up using now to kind of show their friends, like, hey, this is what a PS5 game is like. You know, they're not going to get the full experience, obviously, without the DualSense and whatnot, but still, I think that this is pretty interesting. Goes on to say enhanced control and personalization options for PS5 consoles. improved game base. So this is something that a lot of people were hoping to see some improvements with. The game base menu has been improved for quicker access to important content and features. You can now easily switch between parties and friends to start chatting with your existing parties or see what each of your online friends are up to. In addition, you can turn notifications on or off for each of the parties you are in. Disable game chat and adjust players' volume. You can now quickly disable in-game chat, which turns off your mic audio and the voice audio of other players. Additionally, you can easily adjust the individual voice chat volume of other players in the same chat, so you don't have to ask your friends to lower or increase their mic volume each time. See, that is a great feature right there, because as somebody who is frequently in party chats with multiple people, that happens constantly. I mean, it's pretty much like every time you get in a party chat, somebody's asking somebody else to either raise their mic volume or lower it. So the fact you will now have that individual control, that's really convenient. So I really like that. A game update pre-download. Once it's enabled by developers, title updates for games will pre-download to your console if the automatic updates settings is enabled and your console is on or in rest mode. This will let you start playing the latest version of a game immediately after the update's release. So pretty convenient feature there. Customized game library. With the ability to search your library or hide games from view, it's now easier to find content and personalize your view of your game library. So this is a pretty important one as well. I feel like a lot of people, when they were looking at how game management was done with your game library, it was a little bit chaotic. And so it seems like this ability to now fully customize your game library should make it a little bit easier. Screen zoom. You can now adjust the magnification of the screen to suit your preference from the settings menu. So that's an interesting one. New trophy settings and stat screens. The level of trophies that results in automatic capture of a screenshot or video clips can now be customized. So you can now choose to only capture and save images or videos of moments when you earn higher grade trophies like golds or platinums. We're also introducing a new player trophy stat screen where you can check out the summary of your trophy level and status at a glance. So this is definitely something that's welcome. There are a lot of people who have turned off this ability to capture trophies when you unlock them because it's just too much, right? It's just too much. So now that you can customize it where I just want it to capture when I earn a platinum or gold trophies, I think that that's really cool. And I'm going to be interested to see what this new trophy stat screen is like. I'm not 100% sure about this. I don't know that we need to see this immediately. My biggest problem with the trophies is kind of how buried it is, where when you're playing a game and you kind of want to look at the entire list of trophies, if that's something you want to do, you have to kind of, jump through a few hoops to get to that. So I don't know that this trophy stats screen is going to correct that, or if it's just it seems like it's just going to show you your trophy stats, like literally like how many trophies you have, your level progress. I mean, I guess that can be useful for some people, but that's not something that I think I would really use. And then finally, it finishes up here with new features for the PlayStation app. It says we're also introducing a myriad of new features for PlayStation app to make it easier than ever to connect with your console experience remotely. Recently, we introduced the ability to save products in a wish list, get notifications when your friends are online, and change your console online status. In the coming weeks, we'll be rolling out even more, including the ability to join a multiplayer session on PS5 from the app, manage your PS5 console storage, compare trophy collections with friends, and sort and filter products shown in the PlayStation Store. You can download the PlayStation app for free from Google Play and the App Store. So it says, we're only scratching the surface of the many updates and improvements we've made across PS5, PS4, and the PS app. So check them out and let us know what you think. So there you go. That's everything that is included with this large update that Sony is rolling out for not just the PS5, but the PS4 and the PS app as well. And they're all very welcome features and changes and just modifications to make things easier. There's obviously still a lot more that people want and expect, and so I'm sure Sony is paying attention. Things like 1440p support, VRR, stuff like this, and obviously the M.2 drives. I don't know if we're going to get everything in the long run, but clearly Sony is listening and they are willing to bring these features to the console or make certain modifications or adjustments that people have been asking for. So there you go, our first big proper update. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this. What here stands out to you the most? What is the most useful update to you or the most useful new feature? Let me know down below. Again, leave the video a like if you enjoyed it or found it informative. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.